Curly hair or wavy hair, depending upon the strength of the curl, can actually happen with most ethnicities and indeed with different hair structures, so a fine, a medium, or a wider, coarser hair too. But what is a curl? And when you understand what a curl is, you'll understand why you need to treat it and use some different ingredients. Well, a curl actually comes out, it's a twisted follicle. So the follicle comes out producing a twist, and then the helix of the cuticle, so think of a cuticle like a fir tree, but the fir tree, instead of growing up straight, it actually grows up with a curl. And at each point of the curl, the cuticle lifts up. So there's a break in the cortex of that helix, and that's what causes the curl. Now, it means that you can be more prone to split ends. Now, the reason for that being is that each time the curl goes round and the helix twists, the cuticle can lift. So you can almost have shearing off. And that's why curly hair can sometimes look skinnier or thinner on the end, but thicker on the root, and that's because the hair is literally sheared off in sheets off the side of the cuticle, or the split end has been pulled or torn off by rough or damaged treatment. So the most important thing with curly hair is certainly, if you are hair cutting and technical treatment, is get a hairdresser that is great with curly hair. And if you have got a very tight curly hair, for example, and you're Caucasian, then actually go to a mixed race hairdresser or someone that specializes in African Caribbean hair, because they may be able to cut your hair better. A wave on your hair, by the way, has less broken helixes and is less likely to shear up, but will still, of course, like all hair types, get split ends. Now, what difference is there in curly or wavy hair to do with your styling products? Well, you will already have discovered that some shampoos and conditioners and some styling products can either make your curl better or worse. So it's managing what ingredients really suit you. In general, shampoos and conditioners need to be richer because your hair is thirstier. It has more breaks in the helix. You take more conditioner, and the more conditioner that you add, the springier and bouncier that your curl can be. So if you want to emphasize your curl, one of your top tricks is sometimes not just to be putting on styling oils and styling balms to almost bounce up the curl, but actually to be putting on sometimes conditioner mixed in with your styling oils and balms into the curl and scrunching them into the curl, or putting them into the wave as well to really make the wave more active. If a wave is actually not very strong, then mixing it with fixing products like mousses, for example, to hold waves or to spring up curls with more moisture. So you do need to be more careful with your styling product. Your hair can be trickier, but the good news is, as you know, a curly hair normally responds to not washing, in that curly hair loves oil. So a couple of different tricks there. Use oil as your styling product. Use oil as a pre-cleanse on your hair to bounce up curls too. And nowadays, with modern technology and things like hair dryers, yes, every hair dryer has a diffuser, but the modern hair jet streaming system, should we say, on hair dryers, can actually be used with the diffuser on curly hair to give a very quick result, compared to in years gone by when you really only could wash your hair sort of once every 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 weeks if it was very, very curly, and that was the only way that you were going to get a great curl. And remember, great curly hair, if you are straightening it, which you don't always have to, but if you are, that creates damage because you're pulling the helix out as well. And if you are straightening hair, make sure that you protect straightening hair, blow dry it first, and then use flattening irons, for example, on it, and always make sure that there is product on it, because a curly hair is actually a very fragile hair.